Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with a pleasure to be speaking to again Mark Tibbs in Dublin. Mark, sir, how you doing?
Lovely, thanks, Eamon. Back here in Dublin, I was here a couple of months ago, and back with debutant. Is that how you say it? Debutant. Giorgio Visioli, very, very slick, quick, dynamic boxer. Very cute fighter indeed. He's got a very, very bright future, and he's making his debut tomorrow night on the card of Taylor and Cameron. Yeah. So what a way to make a debut.
What a way to make a debut indeed. Look, when I spoke to Giorgio the first time, he seemed very confident. He's relaxed. He's not confident. He is still confident and relaxed this time around. I asked him though, a little bit of nerves creeping in, a little bit of that natural nerves creeping in. He goes, yeah, that obviously is coming in right now, making my debut so soon. But when you look at him, when you look at a fighter who's about to make their debut, what bit of advice do you give him to calm those nerves, to guide him through the first fight?
Well, listen, they're all very, very different. Each and every one of them is very different. And my experience with Giorgio so far is he don't really need his hand held, if you know what I'm saying. But there are little things that he needs guiding in, But and I'll do without undermining him. That's my job to do them things in my own way, in the most subtlest of way, because he's a very, very confident individual, very good boxer, but he's coming out of an amateur system, and it's very, very different to a professional system, and we want to bring him up to title contention within the time it takes. There's no rush. There is a process, but man understands. He understands little things you says to him in the moment. When I mean in the moment, in sparring, on the move, he can hear me, and you know what I mean? He's very, very good to work with, yeah.
So tomorrow, what are you looking for him? Do you want him to get that, first round knockout? Do you want him to go points and try things out? What is it specifically, apart from the win, are you looking for from him?
I just want him to, tomorrow, I want him to enjoy himself, really, really enjoy himself, and not try to be perfect. Want him to relax and get the lead hand going, which is the jab always. And I'd like him to lick and dig that body at times, at the right times. And I'd like her. I want him to have a good debut. Yeah, but want him to enjoy himself. And he's got a good opponent in front of him, guy that's got a winning record, and good fighters. Always perform with good fighters in front of them. So yeah, be interesting tomorrow night. He's worked very hard in training, very, very professional, and as I say, the amateur system is very different to the professional, to being a professional boxer, and he's going to learn quick, because he's a good learner.
I've heard Eddie in interviews, he's not failed to mention Giorgio. He says, make sure you watch Giorgio Visioli's debut. It's one to watch there. He's seen prospects come and go, but do you feel like Giorgio has to impress Eddie to make sure he's coming on the shows, the next big show, and have an active 2024?
Well, I feel that like Eddie knows what he's working with, and Eddie Hearn instinctively would know what he's working with, and I feel that Giorgio just has to be himself. And I thought he done very well in the few interviews he done yesterday. Certainly when he was on the stage, as in sitting down at the press conference, I was a bit nervous for him, to tell the truth, but he pulled it off really, really nice. And next time he does it, he'll elaborate a bit more in himself. But he ticked all the boxes yesterday, and he come off buzzing. Actually, he really enjoyed. He enjoyed yesterday. He enjoyed the weigh-in. He can't wait for the next. I said, we've got to fight first and we've got to look good.
Mark, hopefully we'll see a great debut from Giorgio Visioli tomorrow. Just open up the wider sphere of boxing and get your thoughts on a couple of things. First of all, I saw Joseph Parker here today. Yeah. 23rd of December, he'll be taking on Deontay Wilder. We all know Deontay Wilder has that big right hand to watch out for, and he's been trying to improve under Malik Scott. Do you feel that Joseph Parker is in with a shot to defeat Deontay Wilder on December 23rd?
I really do. I really feel Joseph Parker's technically come on. since he's been with Andy Lee for sure, and really impressed me his last time out, Joseph. But you know, he's very, very brave, isn't he, Joseph Parker? And it's a good fight, but I feel he's got the equipment to maybe some say cause an upset. It's just everyone's fearful of that power shot he's got, the right hand in Wilder. But no, Joseph Parker, I feel we can outbox and outfox, and I wouldn't like to see Parker get put on the back foot, because that's when Deontay detonates that power shot. So yeah, credit to Parker for taking that fight. Yeah, for sure. And I feel he's got a chance.
Anthony Joshua is taking on Otto Wallin. A lot of people are talking about this being a tricky fight here for Anthony, who's now in the interim linked up with Ben Davison as new trainer, leaving Derrick James for the moment. Do you feel that's a good link up for him heading into the Otto Wallin fight, or does this kind of open the door for Otto Wallin to, in that trainer turbulence, score the upset?
Do you know what? I don't really know what to think about that link up, to the truth, and I don't see it as a negative at all. And Ben's got some experience, I guess, with Wallin, Otto Wallin. I never knew who Otto Wallin was until he fought, with all due respect, until he fought Tyson Fury, and gave Tyson some problems, didn't he? And cut his eye, bad cut, and. Yeah, I feel that Tyson wasn't at the right weight for that fight. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, he was
a bit disappointed with his, a bit pretty lean. So Ben's got some experience with Wallin and how he operates for sure. And yeah, so good move, I guess. You know, good move for Anthony. Yeah.
When a fighter like Anthony Joshua is seeking answers a lot of the time, he's got a lot of questions about boxing, wants to think about boxing deeply. Does it open up the questions about, because always people like to point the finger and say maybe his mentality's not there, maybe he's not quite thinking about things properly. Does trainer changes and things like that maybe make you think that's the possibility, or is a boxer entitled to change trainers? They've got one career. If it's not working, then maybe try something else.
Well, looking on the outside, I don't know Anthony Joshua very, very well known through the boxing system. He's very, very, very nice. Very nice guy when he's showed out to me, and he's our icon and that. But I think it's not really a good sign when you keep changing trainers. It's not a great sign at all, I don't think, because what are they looking for? What you're looking for? I think at one point AJ overcomplicated things a bit too much, and therefore it's probably not good for him. Looking where he started and in his middle career, only up until his last 4 fights, I guess. He didn't look too confused, but that's the word I'm looking for. He looked a bit confused of late. But no, it's a tricky fight, as I say. With Ben's picking up the pieces, so to speak, or going to work with him, and Ben's got some experience with Otto Wallin. Yeah.
On the other side of the equation, next year, Tyson Fury takes on Oleksandr Usyk. John Fury has kind of said that if the Fury that came in against Ngannou, this new style that Fury has, or this style that Fury has right now, look, it's not good enough to beat Oleksandr Usyk. Wouldn't be good enough to beat Klitschko when he fought Klitschko back in the day, and maybe he's looking to seek something different. Do you feel that the style Fury has now is enough to beat Oleksandr Usyk, or maybe he needs to return back to how he used to box?
No, I feel that. I feel the more front footy stuff, if that's what you're talking about, yeah. The more front footy stuff that Tyson does. Tyson can do everything now. Listen, up until Tyson boxed Wilder, I always saw him as a back foot fighter. Yeah, slick, quick boxer. Boxer. But then when he got with Sugar Hill, he got on that front foot and absolutely backed up Wilder, gave it to him and give him a fight. And I never ever thought we'd see that from Tyson Fury. So you can call him an all-rounder, more probably a complete fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's got that weight advantage, that size, so that's going to be the big factor in that fight against Oleksandr Usyk. If Oleksandr Usyk was a little bit bigger than as big as Tyson, it's a very difficult fight. But I just feel that that fight he had last time with the UFC fighter, what was his name? Ngannou. I feel that might have wakened and shaken everyone up in that team. I'm only imagining, so I don't know. And therefore, that will get him proper ready for Oleksandr Usyk, and there won't be no stone unturned, in my opinion. Yeah.
Final fight I wanted to touch on is Daniel Dubois versus Dirrell Miller. A lot of people are kind of saying, look, Dirrell can cause those doubts that maybe are in Daniel Dubois' mind and get the upset victory there. But then also people are saying that maybe Daniel Dubois can walk Dirrell Miller on to something and get that victory that he needs there. Who's this the better fight for, Dubois or for Miller?
Well, I feel that Daniel Dubois will get the better of Miller. I feel that Miller will probably blow a bit after 4 rounds. Very big, isn't he? He's overly big, I think. And I haven't seen his last fight, Miller's, so I'm only trying to use my experience and my opinion from the outside. So I think. But if Miller can shake him up a little bit, Daniel can switch off, can't he? Can switch off. So yeah, interesting fight. I'm looking forward to that one for sure. I hope Daniel does a number on him. He's got all the weaponry to do it, and unless he gets tagged himself, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I feel that I'd back Daniel in that fight. Yeah. I think Miller will blow pretty early. Yeah.
Looking forward to the fight indeed. Looking forward to the debut of Giorgio Visioli. Mark, always a distinct pleasure speaking to you. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out, sir. All the best for tomorrow.
Cheers, mate.